silver-blue mountains of Luminara drifted a kingdom that few ground-dwellers ever saw. It was not built of stone or wood, but of clouds, soft, glowing clouds that shimmered like pearl and drifted wherever the winds carried them. The Cloud Kingdom floated between dawn and dusk, always bathed in gentle light. From below, it looked like an ordinary patch of sky. From within, it was a living, breathing world. In this kingdom lived a girl named Sira. Sira was born of cloud and wind, her hair the color of pale rain, her eyes reflecting every shade of the sky. She was known among the cloud folk for something very special. She could paint rainbows, not with brushes made of wood or metal, but with brushes spun from sunbeams and mist. Every morning, Sira would wake before the sky fully brightened. She would step onto the balcony of her cloud home and inhale the scent of dew and ozone. Below her, the world slept. Above her, the sky waited. Rainbows did not simply appear in Luminara. They were painted, carefully, lovingly, by those trained in the ancient art of chromancy. But Sira's rainbows were different. They shimmered longer, glowed brighter, and carried warmth that made hearts feel lighter. Yet Sira did not know why her rainbows were special. She only knew that painting them made her feel whole. Sira's brush was a gift from her grandmother, Nimbusella, the eldest rainbow painter the Cloud Kingdom had ever known. Nimbusella's clouds were darker than most, tinged with violet and storm grey, yet her smile was always bright. "This brush remembers the sky," Nimbusella had told her. "Treat it kindly." The brush held 7 lights: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, each one alive, humming softly when Sira touched it. When she dipped the brush into mist and swept it across the sky, color bloomed like a living thing. Other cloud children painted simple arcs that faded quickly. Sira's rainbows lingered, stretching across horizons, touching mountaintops, rivers, and sometimes even the dreams of sleeping children below. But with every rainbow she painted, Sira felt a strange ache, as though something was missing, something she could not name. One afternoon, as she finished a particularly bright rainbow, the wind shifted sharply. The colors trembled. Sira frowned. "That's odd." The sky had never resisted her before. The next day, the unthinkable happened. Sira painted a rainbow, and it faded. Not slowly, as rainbows usually did, but rapidly, the colors draining away like spilled water. Below, the land grew dim. Flowers closed. Rivers lost their sparkle. Alarm spread through the Cloud Kingdom. "The balance is breaking," murmured the Sky Elders, their cloud forms towering and solemn. "Rainbows are threads that stitch joy into the world." Sira's chest tightened. "Is this my fault?" Nimbusella placed a hand on her shoulder. "No, child. This is older than you." The elders spoke of a legend, one rarely mentioned. Long ago, the Well of Prism, the source of all color in the skies, had been sealed away when the Storm King vanished. If the well was weakening, rainbows would fail, and the world below would lose hope. Sira felt the ache in her heart deepen. "I'll fix it," she said softly. Traveling below the clouds was forbidden to cloud folk. The air was heavier there, and emotion sharper. But Sira packed her courage, her brush, and a small vial of living mist. Nimbusella kissed her forehead. "Remember," her grandmother whispered, "rainbows are not just colors. They are promises." Sira stepped off the edge of the cloud kingdom. She fell like a feather, riding wind currents until her feet touched grass for the first time. The ground felt solid and strange. The sky above seemed impossibly far away. She followed the pull in her chest, the same ache she felt when painting, leading her toward the valley of dimming light. The colors of the world were muted there. People moved slowly, their laughter rare. Sira swallowed. "I'm too late," she whispered. But then she heard a child laugh. The laughter belonged to a boy named Rowan. Rowan sat beside a stream, skipping stones. He had never seen a rainbow. Born during the first weakening of the Prism Well, his eyes saw the world in shades of gray. Sira approached carefully. "Hello." Rowan looked up, unafraid. "You sound like the sky." She smiled. "You sound like hope." They spoke for hours. Rowan showed her the valley, the places where joy used to bloom. In return, Sira painted a tiny rainbow just above the stream. Rowan gasped. "I can feel it," he said, "even if I can't see it." Sira's heart cracked open. She realized then what her rainbows truly did. They carried feeling. That night, the sky darkened unnaturally. Thunder rolled, not from clouds, but from the earth. The Storm King had not vanished. He had fallen. Beneath the valley lay the broken well of Prism, guarded by the Storm King's shadow, rage, grief, and loss given form. It fed on fading color. Sira stood before the cracked well, brush trembling. "You cannot fix this," the shadow roared. "Color only brings pain when it fades." Sira remembered Rowan's laughter, the warmth of unseen rainbows. "Color brings meaning," she said. She stepped into the storm. Sira did not fight the storm. She painted it. She dipped her brush into her own heart, into longing, joy, sorrow, and hope, and swept color through thunder and rain. Red for courage, blue for calm, yellow for laughter, green for growth. The storm screamed. The shadow faltered. Sira's form began to change. Her cloud body grew denser, brighter, becoming something new, something between sky and earth. The well of Prism drank in the colors. Light exploded upward. When the storm cleared, the well was whole. Color rushed back into the world. Flowers bloomed instantly. Rivers shimmered. The sky sang. But Sira could no longer feel the pull of the clouds. Nimbusella appeared in the sky, tears like rain. "You've become a bridge," she said. "You cannot fully return." Sira looked at Rowan, at the valley now alive with color. She smiled. "I'll stay," she said, and paint from here. Sira's feet remained on earth, but her heart touched the sky. She painted rainbows after storms, after tears, after long silences. These rainbows arched lower than any before, close enough to touch. Rowan grew older, his world never dull again. Though he still could not see color, he felt it deeply. People traveled from far away to stand beneath Sira's rainbows and remember how to hope. Above, the Cloud Kingdom watched with pride. Legends say that on certain days, when rain falls while the sun still shines, you might see a rainbow that feels warmer than the rest. That is Sira's work. She paints not just with light, but with love. And as long as there are storms, she will be there. The Cloud Girl who painted rainbows. Thank you for watching. Like the video. Subscribe for more stories.